Hello everybody. I was going to say good morning, but it's afternoon. It's actually after 12 and that clock I've just noticed has stopped at 25 past 11. I'm painting the big Harley Davidson sign. It's this is what I'm reproducing, or hoping to reproduce. I've made a terrible mistake. All this orange colour that I mixed up, I used ordinary artist oil paints, and of course, as we all know, artist oil paints take a hell of a long time to dry, months and months. But I'm carrying on regardless. Where it's a bit thick, I rubbed it off and it created quite a nice effect. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing this. I've already given it all one coat. Now I'm going over again. This was a quick drying oil paint, the black, and now this is masonry paint. I just use what's at hand, and sometimes you don't know what's going to happen, and when you don't know what's going to happens, you can make quite good effects by accident. Happy accidents, I call them. So yeah, that's what I'm up to today. When I I'm doing this not precise. I don't want it precise. This is going to be, I'm doing it like I'm doing a painting. I'm going to cut out some of the letters. This is an experiment. I drew this and I've cut it out. And where it goes in position, this is the A from garage, there's two A's in it, so it'll be about there. I'll stick that down and then I'll paint over the top of it black, because it'll be black, and it'll make it look a little bit more prominent. I haven't done it like that before ever, just another experiment. Because I'm an old bloke and I've got nothing else to do, so I just sod about all day, enjoying myself. Do you remember, changing subject, do you remember I told you about the people with their 7 dogs, walking their 7 dogs over the back field, and I got all grumpy? Remember that? Hang on, there's a hair, a loose hair. Well, I went and saw these people. They were coming by. I went out the gate, and because I put a notice up at first, saying, you know, no footpath here. Go away. Keep away. My livestock and all that, and. After I put the notice up, I instantly regretted it. I thought, oh God, no, I'm creating havoc. I'm creating bad feeling with the neighbours. So anyway, yesterday or the day before it was, I went out, I heard them coming. I went out, all the dogs surrounded me. They're lovely dogs, actually. It turns out they're gun dogs. I went out and I said it was me who put the notice up. I said I was just feeling particularly grumpy that day. They was ever so nice people. Anyway, so I apologise for being a grumpy old bastard, and yeah, they were all friends. I didn't know them before, I'd never met them before, but I just couldn't stand the idea of, because they're close neighbours, they're only about 3 or 4 houses down, although there's a bit of space between the houses, so there's a few hundred yards, but I just don't like falling out with people. I've had too many fallings out in my life with people, and never felt good about it. I'm not one of these people who likes an argument. And in the past I've got into a lot of trouble because of my somewhat violent reaction to things. Now, in my later years, I've learnt a lot about myself and why I behaved the way I did and things like that. And I don't want any more of it. I just want to have a nice, quiet life, what's left of it. And that's that. That's that little saga sorted. I told them, you know, you walk your dogs where you like, mate. It's nothing to do with me. It's not my land. They're very nice people. I said the only thing is that every time you walk past here, which is 4 times a day, which is there and back, so that's 8 times a day. I say every time you walk past, Mia's my dog, as you know, starts staring bonkers, starts barking and growling and rushing at the fence, because that's her job, and they understood that. They did say, yeah, well, that's what she's there for. She's guarding the property. So she's meant to bark, isn't she? Oh yes, that's it. Oh, talk of the devil, here she comes, Miss Grumpy. Yeah, so they understood that. I did feel like saying, if you understand that, why the hell do you keep coming by every day, 8 times a day? But then, that would have caused friction, so I didn't. We're going out for a walk soon, aren't we? When I finish this coat, we'll go out for a walk. Hey, you'd like that, wouldn't you? So yeah, what else can I tell you about? There ain't much more to talk about today. Oh, the sidecar wheel saga goes on. That's the supplier is expecting to get the tyre in beginning of next week. So by the time he sends it, it'll be, even supposing he sends it straight away, that'll be another week. Another week without it. But mind you, the weather's been crap here. It's absolute rubbish. Not really motorbike weather, or trying to learn how to ride or drive a sidecar. You don't actually ride a sidecar, you drive it. Completely different technique. I bought a book about sidecar from a guy who's made sidecars all his life and ridden them, knows all about them. I've been reading that. In theory, getting some of the techniques into my brain. I'm being too careful. I meant not to be too careful with this paint, and I wanted the finished product to look rather, instead of looking like a sign, I wanted it to look like more like a painting. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. You probably don't, because I don't. I don't even know what I mean. I think it's something to do with not being too precise in what I'm doing. And you know, from a distance, if everything's not absolutely right, from a distance it'll look lovely. Look like a painting, in fact. Got a new hat. Can you see my new hat? I don't like it. It's not the right shape. It makes my head look flat on the top. It makes me look like a North Korean, I think. It makes me look like, I was going to say Mao Zedong, but it's not Mao Zedong. He's the Chinese. He was the Chinese bloke, wasn't he? Not Mao Zedong. Who is he? Kim Il Sung, the North Korean leader. I do, you know, this North Korea is weird, isn't it? But they seem to have more freedoms than we do these days. But anyway, I won't go there because that's sort of getting into politics, isn't it? And I don't do politics. What better thing to do to spend my life worrying about politics? Things like making signs. I'm doing this, I'm making this as a gift for Andy's workshop. I think I said to add to the ambiance of the place. I know a lot of French words. Décor, ambiance, bonnet la douche, sacre bleu. Oh, I could get if I went to France, I'd get on quite well. Merci blow through. Dankeschön. Oh no, that's German, isn't it? Yes. I'm nearly there. Normally I'd do this all, I'd get it all done in one go, put on, use water-based paints or emulsions, just get stuck into it, get it all done, but I've been busy. Well, I mean, I say busy doing nothing. Oh, I made a bird table yesterday, a rustic bird table. I can't show you because I've already delivered it. It was for Dan down the motorbike workshop. I'm busy doing nothing, working the whole day through, trying to find lots of things not to do. I'm busy doing nothing, isn't it just a crime? I'd like to be unhappy, but I really don't have the time. La 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 la. La. Whoops, went over a bit. Just this middle bit to do, and then Bob's your uncle. Well, until I do the white bit and get the signs, get the actual words on. Yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me. I won't say goodbye just yet because Mia and I are off for a walk, and I might think of something interesting to say. You never know your luck. this footpath over the railway is temporarily closed. It's been temporarily closed for a couple of years now, but things are looking up because they're going to replace the steps in March 2021. What's the date today? Oh, it's 26th of May 2021. Ah, oh, it's not just temporary then. Oh, Mia, how are you going to get out of there? Come on. Go. I've got to go and rescue her now. You daft ape. I'll have to turn this off to get her out of there. Otherwise I'm going to end up in there. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it, Mia? She couldn't get up. Anyway, no harm done. Let's go back. I did actually see the temporary close notice by the roadside, but as it was such an old notice, I ignored it. This is interesting. This gate's normally closed. Oh, Mia doesn't mind. She's going to trespass. Let's go and have a look, see what's down here. That's the railway over there. It doesn't look like it's been walked. It looks like the rabbits have been keeping this down. Over there is the reservoir over that side. There's brambles. Great nesting places for birds. Well, we'll just keep going along here, see if it leads anywhere interesting. Love these blue flowers. Speedwell, I think they're called. Ground ivy. Yeah, this is definitely, the grass is short here. Look at that little insect there. The grass is short here. Definitely rabbits been eating that. That's the walk, normal. I go over that field, over the railway and across that field. Haven't been able to do it for a couple of years. I've got the camera on this long stick, long tube. What's up here? Probably more of the same. Ah, oh, there's a hut. This is the end of the reservoir. I can hear a pump going in there, or something going in there. Stay there, Mia. Look at that, that's for insects to hibernate in. Nice touch, isn't it? Someone's added. Oh, we're coming into a, what is it, a plantation. And the trees have looked like they deliberately planted, they look like silver birch. Nice young oak tree, or maybe not so young. Yeah, this is nice, isn't it? There's a road just ahead over there, going alongside. This would be a nice little camping spot, wouldn't it? Hey, pitch a tent up here. The ground is, I don't know what, it's like tussocks. Little Miss Muffet sat on a, what did she sit on? Little Miss Muffet sat on a, oh, tuffet was it? Eating her curds and whey. Yeah, this looks like someone's planted a bit of a silver birch woodland. Just shielded. The road's just the other side of that little load of trees. Got to keep an eye on Mia. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely ground. Wonder what would happen if I got caught trespassing here. Do you think someone would tell me off? There goes the train. Oh, there's the bar. Oh, I know where I am now. Mia, come. Come on. Just don't know where I am. Anyway, we better go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Nice little open space. Or, not open, is it? It's got trees backed out at me. Oh, it looks quite lovely. I hope they keep that gate open. I hope they haven't shut it while I've walked here. Otherwise I'm up the creek without a paddle. Yeah, we've come on a little different walk today because we were going out into the field, and lo and behold, they were spraying. The farmer was spraying something there. Well, I'm pleased I did come on a different walk. Walk down the road, down Lake Lane, and that's good for Mia because she's got long claws and she won't let me clip them. And when she walks on the road, that helps get her claws, wears them down a bit. So we do that every now and again. Don't we, Mia? Was it interesting, wasn't it, love? We found a little walk. Right. Oh, best get home. This is a reservoir. That's those trees you can see just over the other side. That's where I just was. Last time I looked at those greenhouses, they were completely empty. No, it looks like they're growing stuff in there again. Maybe they closed them down when the COVID struck. Perhaps they don't have any staff or something. Definitely something growing looks like tomatoes again. Must be an anthill. There's another one. Yeah, definitely anthills. Can't see any ants. They're all deep inside the ground. Oh, this is nice. Roses growing. Those little things used to float, and they used to have things planted on them. I see they're no longer floating, they're sort of half submerged, but that one's still growing. It's got some yellow flag irises on it. Let's go and have a look at that notice board. Oh, that one was caught, admired and photographed and released unharmed back into the wild where it was caught. I wouldn't say it's wild around here anymore, I'd say it's more like a nursery, but they're doing their bit for nature. But all these species that they found 17 species of butterfly. That was in 2018, but I believe that the butterflies would probably be here anyway, long before this nursery was built. But at least they acknowledge that there is wildlife here. Right, Mia, let's get on the road again. Come on. This is another new nursery. It's just gone up, or new greenhouses. Oh, you know, there must be some money being made somewhere, and the country seems to be in a fairly good state, if that's the case, despite leaving the European Union, or maybe because of. Anyway, that's political, so I won't go there. But yeah, it's come here, lorry coming, wait. Right, I think I've probably wasted enough of your time, but that was quite interesting, wasn't it? There's a bit of sign writing going on, or making a sign, a different walk, rescuing a drowning dog called Mia, a dramatic rescue, that will be the title of this one, and a different kind of walk, finding a nice little plantation.
it's quite nice to see all the grass and everything growing up and the plants, because normally if you walk down here in the winter you can see all the rubbish that this is hiding. Anyway, thanks for looking in. See you again soon, I hope. Take care. Bye.